Hello you 12s. In this video we are going to look at sketching an antiderivative function from the derivative. And I've assigned the Khan Academy exercise. If you haven't done it, please do it. If you have done it, please do it again. It's a good exercise. Highly recommend it. So I'm going to set up a problem here. And what we're going to do is sketch some curve, and then we're going to sketch the antiderivative of that curve. So the curve might look something like this. We might have a line like that. We might have a line like that. We might have a line like that. I'm going to fix that. Whoops, how do I redo? I've forgotten. Okay, a line like that. Let's do a slanty one like that. And let's do a curved line. Let's assume that that's half a parabola. And this is, of course, a function. This is a function. And this is f of x. And the question is going to ask you to sketch capital F of x. So if you have lowercase f of x, capital F of x is the integral. So that's the standard notation. Well, how do we sketch the integral? That's a bit tricky. So this is a derivative function. This is telling us the gradient of capital F of x. This is saying the gradient of it. So here, the gradient of it is some positive value. So the gradient is some positive value. Well, if the gradient's some positive value over that interval, it's going to look something like this. I'm going to sketch it in green just to be fun. It's going to look something like this. It's going to go from there to there. Alright, well, it goes from there to there. Why didn't I draw it up here? Why not up here? Why not down here? Why not down here? It doesn't matter where you draw it, as long as you've got the slope right. The slope here, it's saying it's a constant y value. So this is going to have a constant gradient. It's a constant positive y value. So this is going to have a constant positive gradient. Let's look at this one. So this is saying, well, the gradient starts, well, the y value starts out negative. The y value hits 0. And then the y value goes positive. So for our curve, the gradient's going to start out negative, and then here it's going to hit 0, then it's going to go positive. So it's going to, the gradient, because the y value starts out negative, the gradient's going to start out negative, then it's going to hit 0, so there's 0, so because the y value is 0, the gradient's 0, then it's going to go positive. Then it's going to go positive till there. Then what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Well, this is saying the gradient, the y value, starts out negative. The y value is starting out negative, and then it's going positive. So that means our gradient will need to start out negative, hit 0, and then go positive. So the gradient starts out negative, hits 0 there, so the gradient hits 0 there, and then it's going to go positive like that. Alright, so that's a parabola, that's part of a cubic. I'm going to draw that again. There we are. Tricky, right? Well, a way to kind of think about it is, and I'll fill in the circles there. Way to kind of think about it is you can go back the other way. So let's look at this. This has a constant positive gradient. So this has a constant positive y value. This has a negative gradient, hits 0, then a positive gradient. This has a negative y value, hits 0, positive y value. This has a negative y value, sorry, this has a negative gradient, so that has a negative y value there. This has 0 gradient, so we have 0 y value. This has positive gradient, so we have positive y value. What about the circles here? Well, if you take the derivative there, you know that the derivative is not defined. So you know at these points it's discontinuous. So it's the same story there. I hope that helps with your understanding. Please do the Khan Academy exercise. And if you have been, thanks for watching.